A lot of tier 1 players this year have been talking about burnout. I'm pretty sure next year you're going to be hearing that word maybe 10 times the amount that we've heard it this year. I want to talk today about 2024. I think Boaster might be making this face after the end of this video when we actually get through all the information that I kind of want to go for, or at least show where my thought process is out. So obviously this was what was dropped today. We have Masters 2024, the second one that is going to be, which is going to be in Shanghai, which is going to be really, really cool. Been impressed by a lot of their production. Their observers are great, so all of that stuff, production-wise, I'm pretty excited for. I'm nervous about this, though.
To celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Valorant in China next year, we are very excited to bring Masters to Shanghai.
Okay, that's pretty cool, but let's actually go back. Here we go. To celebrate the 1-year anniversary. Okay, to celebrate the 1-year anniversary in China. And maybe I'm looking too far into this, but the way that I read this, an anniversary 1 year on, we're going to be in China on the 12th of July. That's when it got released. We're going to be in China for the 12th, for the 1-year anniversary, to celebrate it. So with that information, at least, again, let me know in the comments if you think that I'm just thinking too far ahead, that I'm wrong with this. But with that information, that's what I'm going with. So, normal season, that's 2 months long. Then I look over towards Tokyo as well, just going off what we've seen this year. Okay, so then you have like, what, 2 weeks in between? Then you go and do this, and it's like a kind of like a 2-week event. So, roughly, this is what we've seen before. And then I'm just placing that into next year. Okay, so Masters 12, let's say Masters 2, let's say that it has to be on the 12th of July. So that's the first year anniversary. That's when it was released in China. So let's say we do the season 1 in the 30th. I've heard rumors that it wants to start in Feb. I'm going to go and give them benefit of the doubt and say that we're starting late January. So let's say we do this. If we're looking at EMEA, starts on a Tuesday, ends on a Sunday. This makes the most sense in terms of times. Remember, we've got 11 teams now. We've got an extra team, so it will probably have maybe a double super week where it's like 2 games a week. I'm not entirely sure. So 35th of Jan to 31st of March, then let's say we give them 2 weeks to fly over to wherever this is, April the 11th, April 25th, again, same time as what we did with Tokyo. That's just applying these two to here. Then I got a little bit skewed with the actual time. So I've given them 5 days to fly home. I'm pretty sure this is unrealistic, but I've given them 5 days. They have no time off from what I can tell if we actually do the old schedule. Then we go play another season, which is 2 months, and then we're back in to China with the 2 weeks after the 30th for the start. So I think you're kind of seeing where I'm at with this in terms of this being 2 months. And yeah, just using what we have in terms of the data of the breaks in between here for this and that, and I think it doesn't massively add up. Maybe again I'm thinking too much of the 12th and the actual anniversary being there, but it just feels like it's making a lot of sense as to why it's the 2nd. And yeah, I'm just worried for the players, straight up worried for the players. This is 5 months where everything's going to be condensed. And I know a lot of teams were talking about burnout already, so add an extra season there with no time off. I'm really worried, really worried. Obviously, we get LCQ at the end, and then you'll have champs as well, of course, to add to this. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts below. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but that's kind of where I'm leaning at. Might be a rough schedule. Again, I'm just out here predicting. Out here using the information that we have before, out here predicting. Let me know if I've missed something, if I'm thinking too much. Yeah, let's start a conversation in the comments and we can kind of talk about next year and potentially what we're going to see. But for me, it was a big insight into what we might see next year, and I'm worried. Straight up, I'm worried for the time that all of these players are going to be playing, because this is pretty intense. I do wonder that maybe they might make the regular season a little bit shorter, and then this would all make a lot of sense, right? Instead of having like this being a week, maybe we just make every week a super week, and we're playing 2 games a week, and then we can kind of have more time for playoffs, because it didn't really make sense that playoffs were this condensed. We had everything in playoffs like 23 to 28, with everything in like the space of like 5 days. It didn't really make sense that the seasonal games all had like a week in between, and then the main ones that matter were just instant back to back. Maybe some extra time in between some of these would be nice or preferred. So yeah, let me know what you think the season's gonna have in store for us. Maybe I've done something wrong with my calculations as well, so that might be a thing. Let me know in the comments below as well. Also, I just got my first little, I don't even know what to call it, affiliate link maybe, tl.gg/sliggy. We're in the merch right now. Spider-Man merch is coming out in 50 minutes, so it's pretty much here when you're watching this. Yeah, lots of nice stuff in this one. Again, I know I'm on the org, but even when I wasn't in the org, the break that I had in between, I was still outright just saying that it's some of the best merch that I've ever worn, and I pretty much only wear this much, to be honest with you, like in terms of liquid merch. So definitely worth considering if you want to. Also, give me a subscribe. I'll be doing top 16 for champs, because for some reason I do top 16, and also I will be doing pick'ems relatively soon, hopefully within the next few days. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and hit that like button as well. Thank you so much.